Hey everybody, it's Marty from Bumbles and Fairy Tales, and I'm here with my first book confession. I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing these, probably on a bi-weekly basis, as long as I keep coming up with ideas. So my first book confession for you is the top 10 books and or series that I've picked up last year, and they're still sitting on my shelves collecting dust. I haven't been able to get to them or keep putting them aside, and they're pretty popular, so be gentle with me. Alright, number 10 is the Touch Novel series. I actually haven't heard very much about them lately. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I have to have these books, and I bought all three at the same time, I believe really early this year, back in January, and the covers are absolutely beautiful. And I forgot what I was going to say. And the series is by Laurie, Faria, Stolarz, and the first book is Deadly Little Secrets. The second book is Deadly Little Lies, and the third book is Deadly Little Games, and there's 2 more books of this series that have come out. And what attracted me most of this series was the covers. They're just so gorgeous. So that's the 10th one in my list. Number 9. Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. I started to read it, and then I kept putting it down because I kept getting distracted by other things, and I still haven't finished it. And now there's, 3 or 4 other books in the series now too? And I love fairy stories, so I don't know why I haven't just picked it up, reread it, and moved on. The covers are pretty too, so that's my number 9 book. Number 8. I think the Mockingbirds series. I don't know. It's just 2 books in the series, the Mockingbirds Survivals. Happy to know that I didn't actually buy these. I actually won one in a giveaway, and the other was gifted to me. But I was dying, absolutely dying to read them, and didn't get to it. So that's the Mockingbirds by Whitney, and the Rivals. Hopefully soon. The next book I read about halfway, and I put it down to read something else for review, and then I didn't finish it, and I've been wanting to so badly because I was enjoying it, but I don't know why, it just keeps slipping my mind, and that's The Girl in the Steel Corset by Katie Cross. Gorgeous cover. I know all of you have read it already, and I just haven't picked it up yet, so there we go. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7. Here is number 6. It's a trilogy by Rachel Hawkins, the Hex Hall Series. Got number 1, and I got Demon Glass, which is number 2. I haven't picked up number 3 yet because I'm waiting for the paperback to match my series. So I'm hoping that when I do pick up the paperback to the 3rd one, I can sit down and just read all 3 at the same time. I've heard fabulous things about this series, and yeah, there it sits collecting dust. Now number 5, Paranormalcy by Kirsten White. My sister just read this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she could not stop talking about it. She actually ended up reading all 3 books. I don't know if is it a trilogy or if there will be more books, but she ended up reading all of it. She couldn't stop talking about it. Other people couldn't stop talking about it, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I hope so, because it sounds so fabulous, and yeah. Number 4 is actually 2 books. Yeah, I'm cheating a little bit just to get a couple of extras off in there. And that's Lowell and the Boy Next Door and Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I had to have these books. Had to. Haven't read them yet. I hope so. I love the covers. I've heard fabulous, wonderful, magnificent things about them. Just haven't read them yet. Number 3. Book 2 is coming out soon, and I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for not reading this one yet. But I've heard it's a bit creepy, and I don't deal with creepy well, so I'm not sure. And that's The Unbecoming of Marr, Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Yep, book 2 is due out next week. I haven't read it yet. Maybe I should try to read it this weekend. Just to go with the whole, I don't know. See, the cover's creepy too. But it's Halloween, so we have to do a little creepy, so maybe I'll try to fit this in this weekend, just so I can knock one off my top 10 list. Number 9, Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I have yet, well, no, not true. I did read one book, and that was The Spindlers, and I absolutely loved it, and I don't know why I haven't read any of her books yet. Delirium, I just bought a paperback about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Haven't read it yet either, so I must make time. This is probably going to go in my December pile, so I can read this then. And then the number 1 book series, which is actually a lot of books in the series, and there's actually 2 series. And when I show you this, you'll know why. I have, let's see, The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. I have the first 3 books. Had to have them. Everybody keeps talking about them. Now the movie's coming out, and I haven't read them. And of course, I have the first 2 to The Infernal Devices, and I haven't read them either. That's 5 books right there I haven't read, but had to have. And I refuse to buy the others of the series until I read these and catch up. There you have it. My book confession for this week is those top 10 books series, which actually turned out to be about 5, 7, 10, 12, 17 books. Yeah, not good to have a full shelf of books that I haven't read yet. Luckily, the majority of these books were released really early this year or last year, so they should have been read by now, but at least, I don't know, I feel like new releases, you feel pressured to read those more quickly than the ones that start piling up. So something has to change around here. Any suggestions, feel free to leave it down below in the comments. If you have a book confession, or what's your top 5 or 10 books that are collecting dust on your shelves, let me know. Maybe we can help each other out. Do some sort of support system, swap, I don't know, something. Thanks for taking a look, guys, and get to reading all those books. Happy reading.